Hello everyone, dear friends. I think many people remember that our channel was previously dedicated to any audience. For children, we made different toys. For adults, we made more serious homemade products. And of course, we didn't forget about women and girls. And cooked insanely delicious men's snacks and various sausages in the dough and so on in the category yummy. Now I want to continue in the same direction, but add another cool category. These will be different tests or experiments, because just yesterday it was raining and the lawn was literally filled with snails. To be honest, I thought for a long time what I could do with the snails, because instantly I pick them up in a bucket and then transfer them to a neighborhood homestead where no one lives, so as not to kill them. But the snails can also be classified as pests. They not only eat long grass, but also switch to tomato and cucumber seedlings. By the way, look how fearless it is. Oh, I'm very kind. In general, it's not going to hide in the shell. It's very cool. So we will not do anything wrong with it, but just try to scan it. I think many of you have seen videos when they scan the palm of the hand. We will try to do the same with the snail, because it's crawling like a slug, and probably it'll be possible to scan some path of the snail itself. In general, let's see what we get out of this. To do this, I took the photo paper to get a great quality, and to make the video more interesting, I also took a chicken egg. We will break it and also scan to see how it will look on the paper. Also the orbeez balls, which were already swollen and then they dried and stuck together. The Coke. We will not scan it with a whole bottle, but simply pour it and see if we get some bubbles. I also took pamor. This is the name of the bees that died, and other bees are simply thrown out of the hive. And it turns out there are a lot of such dry bees in front of the hive window. So I took them. We will try to scan and also see what happens. In general, fewer words and more deeds. Let's move on. And the first thing we will try, this is the most harmless, it's orbeez balls. I think now we can close the lid and print. How cool it turned out! Initially, when the paper came out of the printer, these colorful dots were very much like the dots made with a marker, because the colors are quite juicy. There was also a feeling of wet paper. But as a result, we got an awesome scan. And it seems that it's not a scan at all, but some kind of graphics made in 3D, because the drawing turned out to be voluminous due to the fact that the balls were one on top of the other. Cool. The following test subjects are dead bees. Initially, we will scan only one bee, and later, we will scan them all. That's cool. To be honest, I didn't expect that everything would turn out so perfect. Look, even the wings are printed, the legs and even the nose. Well, now let's try to print all the bees at once. So we press better and wait. Well, that's just a bomb. I think it'll be ideal for a biology lesson if you scan and print in a row a fly, a bee, a wasp, and some other insects. And after that, show the teacher, say that you didn't just download it from the internet and scan it yourself, and show it to the class. Cool. The next thing we scan is a chicken egg. Initially, let's do it with a shell. Let's see if something interesting happens. If not, then break and scan again. And to make the background white and not to waste paint on the whole sheet of paper, we will cover the egg with a mug. Print. You know, this image reminds me an egg in the Coke or some other drink, because it clearly looks like an egg floats in water. Now let's scan the broken egg. The process has begun. Seriously? I'm in shock. Let's try one more time. This is something unusual. We scan again. Does the scanner really not recognize the egg? Because this yellowness should be scanned anyway.
Wow!
Well, I think few of you knew that a chicken egg is not visible on the scanner. Okay, let's try to cover it and get at least something. Now something should print out because there are the edges of the mug, but the middle, I don't know what will come of it.
Wow!
We got it. It's very cool and beautiful. It seems like an unusual coffee egg with some shades. Also, this protein is some kind of mirror. Here you can even see such a bubble. Yeah, it's very cool. Something like a cookie. I don't know, guys, how are you, but to be honest, it is insanely interesting to scan something new. So be sure to write in the comments, maybe there are some crazy ideas what else we can scan. One step closer to the snails, so it remains to quickly print out the Coke, see what happens. Well then, snails. An unusual image with a filling of wet paper. It is visible, the Coke is dark and also its air bubbles. And the special guests have already moved somewhere. Go to the experiment. We put the first snail, the second, third, and fourth. By the way, it is with the poop. We will also scan it. Well, here is the most interesting and crucial moment. So press the button and let's scan. Well, that's what we got. Instead of 4 snails, only 3 were printed, because one was on the other. You can also see the shell, excrement, and how they crawl. Now we will try to cover with the mug and see what happens. I think if we will show this image to someone, few will guess that it is a mug with scanned snails. Now I will also scan something unusual and then publish photos on my Instagram. So if you're not signed, sign up quickly and write in the comments what you think is shown on this scan. Well, I will definitely like the correct version, so thank you so much for your attention. Have a nice day. Love, hug, kiss, and bye-bye. Stop, guys. In the next video, we will definitely make a homemade something. I promise. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.